Well, they just did this. Nothing I say is financial advice. However, I'll talk about the price of ICP later, but I want to talk about this real quick because Dominic Williams, the founder of Dfinity, recently announced this. He says how the V2 caffeine AI engine is live. However, here's the thing. Not a lot of people I feel like asked for V2, which I think is actually really awesome and a really cool thing considering how ICP is not doing the best. However, Dominic Williams says they've now shifted their focus to shipping V3. So they just did V2 and they're already now looking to version 3, which I think shows the determination and as well as the perseverance, because could you imagine the amount of energy, I guess also in terms of the perseverance that is needed to still persevere, especially at a time like this? It's not that easy. So when I take a look at Dominic Williams still steering the ship supposedly in the right direction, I still like it because sure, I mean, he probably can't really do anything when it comes to the charts of ICP, but at least he can do something in terms of the fundamentals of the internet computer and also things surrounding it. So I do like seeing this overall because I feel like had Caffeine AI maybe launched before when ICP was around not even $18, let's say it was around like $10 or whatever, it would have been a way bigger deal at that point. But as of right now, because it didn't align well with the altcoin space, basically in terms of the sentiment, it just made it not such a cool thing. But I actually think it's really interesting because, sure, I don't think it's really reinventing the wheel by any means, but a self-writing apps platform, I mean, a lot of other projects out there that say they're focused on AI and all this, they don't even care about this type of stuff. So I do like seeing this. Now, granted, people like to tell me, who really cares about improving something that hasn't really been that popular? Well, okay, it's not the most popular thing of all time, but if they're improving it, again, having the V2 and already looking towards the V3, version 3, I should say, I feel like, again, that showcases how Dominic just hasn't given up. And I haven't given up either, even though I'm not telling anyone to do anything. But here's the thing. ICP is around 40 times lower than $100. Now, we've seen like a pretty okay slight recovery when it comes to the space overall, but then now there's a slight pullback. But really, you know what? This is all background noise for me anyways, because my time horizon isn't days, weeks, it's not months. I knew that by me dollar cost averaging slowly but surely once a month like that, my time horizon was going to be years. So if things, rally 5%, 10%, whatever, right? Personally for me, I'm focused on what could this be maybe later on, if let's say there is a hypothetical altcoin season. So my mindset as of right now is I just like the fundamentals and I just haven't given up, because as long as I like the fundamentals and as long as I feel like the team hasn't given up, it's not a telltale sign for me to just leave. This is my mindset. And also, granted, if I just leave right now, I'd just pretty much lock in all of the downwards movements by realizing all of it, which I clearly don't want to do. Again, not telling anyone to do anything, but I just kind of feel like it's all unrealized anyways. This is my mindset, so I'm just going to stay patient, waiting, but I feel like this is pretty cool nonetheless, seeing Dominic Williams even talk about this, right? Because a lot of people out there thought that he forgot about Caffeine AI, but it doesn't seem like that to me. And also in the grand scheme of things, if I take a look at it, ICP at the hypothetical idea of $100, we're talking about a market cap at that point, considering current circulating supply of 54 billion approximately. Like, that's not something that's gonna be the most groundbreaking thing of all time. No, it's not. We've seen BNB back in 2021, even at one point exceed over 100 billion. Like, this is not a groundbreaking figure by any means in my perspective. And if I ask myself this question, what's more revolutionary, the BNB chain or this? Now, look, I'm still a fan of what the BNB chain is doing, but I just feel like personally, in my mind at least, I like the revolutionary vibes, I should say, more when it comes to the internet computer as opposed to something like the BNB chain. But this is just my mindset, right? This is the way I take a look at it, because I feel like Dfinity, they're doing things that are above and beyond what a lot of other projects out there are willing to do. Because imagine Dfinity doing Caffeine AI, we take a look at Chain Fusion, and also we take a look at, for instance, doing the World Computer Day event, which concluded not too long ago, but I'm just saying still, it's something pretty cool, and we saw what happened when it comes to that event, seeing the Swiss subnet launch in that event, right? So when I take a look at all of this right here, I feel like a lot of other projects out there that are bigger, they're not even doing 5% of this type of stuff in terms of the advancements fundamentally. But this is just my mindset. And also we take a look at the emphasis that Dfinity has when it comes to things being on chain. And also we take a look at the aspects of AI when it comes to their computer. So really in the grand scheme of things, I just don't want to give up, which I could easily do it actually. I mean, I don't have to be in this, but I'm voluntarily choosing to do so because I still like the fundamentals, and especially as of right now, seeing ICP at below $3, I'm not going to complain about that, personally, for dollar cost averaging purposes. Now, for exiting, of course, no way, right? I would not be happy whatsoever, but for dollar cost averaging, I don't know why I'd complain about that. This is my mindset, though. However, as of right now, I'm just consistently, again, waiting, holding, dollar cost averaging. Really, that's about it. I mean, I can't do anything beyond that, but in the meantime, if there's something about the internet computer, if Dominic makes a compelling post, I'll talk about that. And I think this is actually pretty cool news in the grand scheme of things in terms of not the price, of course, but in terms of what implications I think this could have for the internet computer moving forward. I think it's actually a pretty amazing thing considering how I feel like arguably Caffeine AI is maybe the most impressive thing that has kind of surrounded the internet computer ever, I would arguably say, in its history of its existence. So I think this is really awesome. But of course, it's not reflecting it in the charts as of right now. But we'll wait and see, because if there's a hypothetical altcoin season, sometimes people may take a look back at stuff like this. So just overall, I haven't given up. I'm still waiting. But I do find this news to be pretty cool nonetheless, and I think it's a pretty awesome update actually in the grand scheme of things. But I'll be sure to make more updated videos when it comes to ICP, and hopefully y'all stay tuned for that. So it's been Lee the Captain, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I hope you all have a very nice day. I'm out. Peace. Bye.